Hey, what's up guys, it's Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. I wanted to focus today a little more on my stacking goals for 2017 because I have updated them a little bit. So to start off, I made a video a while ago talking about how I wanted to focus more on bullion and just really start focusing on getting my weight up a little more than going into collecting and numismatic coins. So I have been pursuing that goal a little bit, but I still have been buying higher premium stuff, and I actually did just start collecting the Queen's Beast series, as a lot of you guys know. So but with that purchase where, I bought a lot of higher premium coins, I also did buy 10 Eagles as well. So I'm still buying higher premium stuff, but I am still buying the majority of it in bullion. So my goals are still to get my weight up, but I want to diversify a little bit into everything more, and I mean I want more graded coins. I'm gonna start getting some more graded coins. I'm also thinking about going into Morgan dollars, but I'm kind of worried about Morgan dollars because I just feel like I need to do a little bit more research on Morgans. I mean, I know a fairly decent amount on, the price range and, what the values go for the different grades, but I just feel like there's opportunity for me to find bigger gaps and more room for potential if I did a little more research and found some sellers, even individual sellers that had some better prices that I was more comfortable with. So I'm thinking about going into Morgan silver dollars. If any of you guys do collect Morgans, you can always send me a message on here and share your experience or knowledge with me. That's just something I've kind of been, brainstorming on, and I've been researching Morgans and looking at what the different grades go for on eBay. Looking at what MS64 Morgans usually sell for compared to 63, and if I should go into, only 64s and higher, which that's what I'm pretty much heading towards, is MS64 and higher. But, 63s go for a really great price, so that is also something. And even if I've been thinking about maybe getting a membership with NGC, so then I can buy these coins in raw form, buy just the raw coin and then send it in and see if I can get some good grades, because I feel like that could really be beneficial as well, and I feel like that there's a lot of opportunity in that if I went that route. So I've also been thinking about that. As far as junk silver goes, I said my goal was $100 face in junk silver by the end of 2017, and that is still my goal. Junk silver is definitely one of my my key strategies right now that I'm really focusing on. I feel like my next couple purchases are just going to be just going and just buying rolls of Mercury dimes and half dollars and all that. I have already accumulated a good amount in a short period of time lately. I have tons of half dollars. I think I don't know exactly how many half dollars I have, but I am doing better. Because when I first started, I only had like $1.40 face of junk. See, I have tons of half dollars. And now I have, I think it's about 6 actual ounces of silver is in junk. And if you want to find out how to tell how much actual silver you have in your junk, you just do the face value times 0.715, and that will tell you exactly how much silver is there. So I have about 6 ounces in junk, which isn't that much, but my goal is $100 face. I'm also going to start leaning a little more towards these koalas. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Here we go. So I just got my first 2 koalas, and I think they are absolutely beautiful. They're also by the Perth Mint, and they're very similar to the kookaburra. You know, they're from the Perth Mint. The design changes every year, just like the kookaburra, and it has the same type of look to it. Look, I'll put these coins down side by side, and they look very similar, if you can tell. Here, I'll do it like this. You know, comparing the koala to the kook is basically the same coin, it's just a different animal. You know, they both got the proof type ring around. And you know, the kookaburras are highly sought after, but the koalas I feel are a little underrated, or just not as popular, and that could be a good thing. So I'm thinking about going into the koalas more nowadays. I think I'm going to hold off on the dragon and phoenix for a while, just because I got them for so cheap. Nowadays, if I was to buy them, I'd be buying them so much more expensive. It would just kill me to know that I paid the prices that they're at now. So I might just wait for another coin to come out in that type of genre. But like I said, my main focus is eagles. I have tons of eagles, as you can see. I have about 50% of my stack is, well, about a third of my stack, maybe a little more than a third of my stack is all eagles. And this isn't all of my stack, it is most of it. There were some I didn't feel like taking out. I used this for my last video, if you guys saw it. I made a little like poetic type video called Why I Love Silver. If you guys haven't checked that out, I recommend you guys go check that out and let me know what you think. But and with like world coins, I'm still gonna be buying these, you know, my Libertads and my kangaroos and stuff on the side, but just nothing as heavy as eagles and junk silver. Those are gonna be my main platforms. I'm still gonna pick up my pandas and stuff like that, but the ratio is probably gonna be around like 5 to 1, where like every, you know, 5 eagles or 10 eagles, I'm gonna pick up, you know, 1 panda, or, you know, 1 graded coin, or something along that line, just because I really want to get my weight up. And now that I'm starting to come into some more money than I have been since I've been in college, I'm able to make bigger purchases more frequently. So it's going to really allow me to make some more realistic goals and reach some goals quicker than was intended before. So that's really going to help me out in the long run. And for the collector series, I'm focusing on the Queen's Beast right now. You know, I do have my Rwanda. I don't have it out here right now, but I'm going to focus on the Queen's Beast. Those seem to come out pretty consistently every couple months. So hopefully by the end of 2017, I'll have a good amount of the Queen's Beast knocked out and ready. And I feel like that's the only series I'm really going to focus on right now. I probably won't start any other in the meantime. And then the only other thing there's 2 other things I'm also debating on starting to pick up, which is bars, which I might dive into poured bars a little bit just because I love them. But for the price range, poured bars tend to have a little bit higher premiums, so I'm thinking about just, you know, the standard, you know, Royal RCM bars, or Sunshine Mint, or Scottsdale, or something something along those lines of just, some pretty low premium bars for weight. And then I might pick up some poured silver on the side as well, just because I do love it, and that is what I started out stacking years ago. So it has a special place in my heart. And then also gold. I only have 1/10 ounce of gold. That is all I have. Well, I actually do have another little piece of gold I can show you guys. Hold on. I have a little Californian gold token, very, very tiny. But that's about it when it comes to gold, so I'm going to focus a lot more on gold. I know the gold to silver ratio right now is still pretty high, and I've been telling you guys I've been putting off on gold for a while, but I think I'm just going to fill this 10th ounce tube by the end of the year. So just pick up, every time I pick up like a $500 order, I'll just throw in, a little 10th ounce of gold here and there, and that will slowly add up over time as well. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now is, stack bullion, but still focus on a little bit more higher premium stuff in the Queens B series and gold and junk silver. So I'm kind of still doing it all, but I also, the ratio is going to be benefited towards more bullion and just weight, because I feel like that's where I need to strengthen my stack at right now. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your strategies and what you agree on with my stack. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Peace.